Yeah, I just wanted to touch on the topic forgiveness. I've done a few of these videos. If you go back, I mean, if you're that interested, um, I mean, I think they're pretty insightful. I guess. I mean, um, but I mean, like, I'm talking more along the lines of forgiveness is like you're a victim, like a straight up victim, like you didn't do nothing to this person, and the only way to really find that out is the person who you have to forgive. Um, walk up to that person and say, hey, I mean, look, did I do anything to you? If that person lashed out at you enough to where you have to forgive them, um, especially in a big way, then that person, if you did something to them, if that person has enough, like negative, like if that person has enough negative emotion towards you, then that person will pretty much, you won't even really have to pop the question, man. They'll just come out and tell you, like, straight up, this is what you did. I mean, really, you know um but if you walk up to that person and they don't even like acknowledge you, then I mean, and you didn't do anything to this person, and you come to them in a very adult like manner, nothing aggressive or nothing, because I mean, hey, if somebody walks up to me waving their hands and you know popping out cuss words, and I'm going the other way, I don't even deal with that mess. That's crazy. That's not even what I'm about, man. But I mean, if you walk up to somebody and you're just like, hey, look, is there something I've done to you that I'm not, because I'm not aware, if I did something, I owe you an apology, and all I want to do is just, I'm not even trying to like be friends with you or anything, but I just, I've there seems like there's some kind of tension or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just walk up to the person and, just kind of play it like that, and if they can't give you nothing back in return, well, it's on them, you know um because I mean, if you did something, to somebody, then they're gonna tell you, because who wants to, you know, it's just human nature. Like, we all want a reason behind why we do things. Like, if we hurt somebody, it's because, you know, in our minds, they hurt us. But some people just hurt you and they don't even, I don't know. I don't know why some people do what they do, but they just do. So that's why, like, if somebody hurts you, it's always good to just, and well, you believe in your mind that you didn't do anything to that person, just to make sure, just to see where they're coming from. Always give somebody the benefit of the doubt when it comes to a situation, especially if it's serious. Of course, obviously, you got to calm your engine. Obviously, you just have to wait till maybe you have to sit on the situation for 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, but, you know, depending on, but just eventually approach that person, you know and do it in person. Don't sit there and do it via text message or phone call, because that, I mean, you don't really know if the person's really focused on the conversation, or, I mean, the person could hang up on you or not reply to you or something. Wait till you see that person in person, you know um and just, be very, very adult like about it. I know, I mean, especially, I mean, if somebody hurts you, I mean, you probably want to hurt them back. I mean, I guess it's kind of a knee-jerk reaction with a lot of people. um you know, but if that person did something to you and they don't have they're not giving you a straight answer, they just want to run away from you, walk away from you, or whatever, or they just want to try to avoid you or the conversation, then obviously they're the one with the problem. So why even stress on it? Just kind of sit back and just let the situation be what it is. Kind of like if you watch my other videos, I have a person like that I've dealt with for, well, many of years. Um, um, you know, I mean, truth be told, I'm just gonna say this. I mean, my kid, I love her a lot, but I mean, she took a weird picture on Easter. I just kind of clicked on her Facebook page just to see a pic. I mean, haven't been on her Facebook page, man, in eons. Like, it's been a long time since I've been on there. I don't even go on there no more. Like, really, that's it. I mean, I opened up a Facebook page just to show her some Christmas presents or whatever, like a Valentine's Day gift that I got her, and then I don't even know where or what that Facebook is anymore. Like, really, I haven't even logged into that, or like, I have no reason to. But this was like on Easter, and so I mean, that, like, at the time, it just, like, I don't know, I wasn't, like, angry or mad or anything, like, it just, like, whoa, you know, um, it's just, like, I don't know, because I had never, like, you know, it's not that she, like, I mean, I would expect that attitude from somebody like, you know, like her mother and stuff like that, because that's been her attitude all along, you know, I mean, that's, like, that wasn't even part of, like, anything, you know, like, that's fine with me, because that's just been her attitude all along, but, you know, just, like, I don't know, just, like, it just kind of, whoa, like, caught me by surprise, you know, I mean, I mean, honestly, I have no real proof that that picture was meant for me, but I opened up a new Facebook, and which I obviously ended up closing right after that happened, because you know, I typed a paragraph, and, like, see, I'm a real honest person. Sometimes I'm too honest, and it gets me in trouble. And I didn't say anything, like, you know, I didn't say anything like mean or anything. Like, that's not even what it was. It was just, like, I don't know. I'm a person where I just like to, you know, I'm not a closed person. I mean, I'm not the kind of person where I run around and talk about myself to people who I don't know. Like, I'm not stupid with it, but, you know, if I, you know, when it comes to people who I love, I mean, I don't know, I kind of like, if you love somebody, why would you not want to trust them? So, you know, like, that's what I did. I mean, again, I don't really know my kid at all. I mean, at all. But she's my kid, and, you know, so, I mean, so then, I don't know, I typed that paragraph, and then, like, I don't know, it was Easter, so I just wanted to see whatever went on there. And then there was a picture, like, the very next day, and I kind of, like, you know, just the way the picture was kind of like the paragraph, what the paragraph was about, and then the next day, all of a sudden, that picture is taken. Like, I don't know, like, in my mind, it's just, like, I don't know, maybe it was nothing, but it was probably a whole lot more than I'd like to admit. So it's just, like, I don't know, like, I mean, I love my kid, don't get me wrong. It's just, like, dude, like, you know, situations like that, again, where you just don't do anything to anybody. Like, you might treat somebody, like, you know, really good, like, you know, I mean, it's just their problem, you know. And I'm not really so much talking about my kid, just my kid. Like, it's just, like, my mom, or my kid and her mom, you know. I mean, really, you know, so it's just, like, I don't know, like, when people, I'm just using that as an example. I'm not really getting into any of my personal stuff at all. I'm just, like, you know, whatever, you might have I'm sure you probably have something different that you might, you know, be able to identify with, you know, and obviously there's more, you know, like, you know, other people, you know, that have, you know, that obviously, you know, my life does not revolve around one situation, of course, but I'm just saying, like, you know, to live is to hurt, and sometimes significant people, you know, will take shots at you for no reason, and significant people, you know, like my situation, you know, my kid and stuff. I mean, you know, I didn't really expect that, because, you know, like, I don't know, like, the situation is kind of weird, and I could see where maybe she might have mixed emotions even about me. That's fine, you know, but I was never, like, in a situation like that as a kid, so I can't really, like, judge the situation. But I don't know, that was just, like, a shot to the face. Like, I didn't really expect that to happen, and it's like, dude, are you serious? So it's like, I don't know, like, that was just, like, a really, like, I don't know, whatever. So I just kind of, like, let that go. So it was just, like, I don't know, but I mean, like, situations like that, you just kind of have to, I don't know, at first, I mean, I guess it kind of, like, stuns you a little bit, but then, like, you know, it's just, like, if you didn't do anything to that person, then you have to understand. You have to understand, like, literally, you have to understand, you know, like, in your heart, you have to understand that it's that person's, like, fault, you know. Like, it's not about pointing fingers, my fault, your fault, whatever. It's, what I mean by that is, like, it's their problem, you know. Like, never let anybody, you know, and right now I'm speaking more along the lines, I'm not even speaking really about my kid. I mean, kind of, sort of, but, you know, I'm just speaking of people in my life in particular, even aside from that situation. I'm not just kind of zoning in on one situation, but I don't want to sit there and put all my business out there. I mean, I don't know who you are watching this video, so whatever. but just, you know, in a generalized way. I mean, that's like, you know, but you know, so I'm just like, you know, my point is, you know, like when people, you know, do things to spite you or do things to hurt you, it's just the way of the world. I mean, it's just a fallen world that we live in. No excuses. But hey, I mean, if you know you didn't do anything to that person, go to bed at night and just like, I don't know, man, like just let it go, dude. You know, don't let somebody else's you know, somebody else's spitefulness, somebody else's anger, or somebody else's you know, and in situations like this, I mean, if you're watching this video and you happen to go through, you know, and I probably will put it underneath that hashtag, being the fact that I'm doing a forgiveness video. I think it's very important that parents in my position see this. You know, I just happen to use that as an example because it's one of the main ones that, you know, has been in my life so far. You know, but I'm just thank God it's not worse, man. I mean, really. I mean, it's that's bad enough. I mean, I'm sure there's something else out there that I, you know, really. But trust me, it's no like, you know, this is it's a major thing when something like this happens. Trust me, it's not a walk in the park. It's not something that you're just gonna get over in like, you know, a week or two. Like, dude, come on now, you know. But yeah, I mean, you just like when somebody hits you or hurts you, you know, yeah, when somebody hits you with all that negativity, you just have to, you know, just kind of like, you know, let it go, kind of, sort of, you know, like that's kind of what I'm in the process of doing now, you know. I mean, because you have to really get to the point where you're just like, dude, like just sit down and just ask yourself, like, did I do anything to this person? Like me in my situation, did I do anything to my father? No, absolutely not. Like the dude just caught fire for like no reason. I mean, obviously there was a reason for it, but the reason was his fault to begin with. I was just looking out for somebody else, you know, because somebody had to. And this, you know, the dude was just being a fool and I had to put a stop to it. So I kind of like stepped up to the plate and did what he should have done, but he wasn't doing it. So I kind of cleaned up his mess because I wanted to. I had to. You know, like if I didn't do it, no one would have, you know, so whatever. But, like that's in one of my other videos too. But, you know, like you know, I don't use YouTube to just like, you know, like for attention or for I do it to help people because I know that, you know, people like to just like not talk about stuff like this, and I just feel as though, well, maybe if I could open up, you know, like obviously I don't know you, but you know what, you don't know me either, and that's the beauty of it. I don't have to worry about, you know, going to work the next day or, you know, going into a store or something and seeing somebody, you know. I mean, it's possible maybe somebody in my neighborhood will see this video, but oh well, you know, it's not like I went into really anything personal anyways, like any specific situations. Like I just kind of skim the surface, you know. But that's why I do it because, you know, people just need to be, I don't know, I guess more open. I guess I do it to try to instigate openness out of people, to try to like maybe soften people up. Not that I'm, you know, not that I want you to reply to me. If you want to, that's cool too. But, you know, maybe it might make somebody feel more comfortable. Like, hey, you know, I mean, this dude is being pretty, you know, not overly honest, but honest enough to where he just, you know. So I don't know. Maybe I make you feel comfortable or whatever. Maybe you know, maybe I could say something that would just, you know, like light a light bulb in your mind or something. Like, you know, give you that light bulb moment, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, when somebody hurts you, like just sit yourself down and just be like, man, did I do anything to that person? Anything at all? Like, really, did I do anything to that person at all? You know, and it's just like, I don't know. Probably not. I mean, but that's why you have to, you know, approach that person and you have to just be like, you know, did I hurt you? And if they just walk away from you or they don't want to talk to you or whatever, you know, then just obviously there's your answer, because I've done that before in my life, you know, and there wasn't really anything except for just an answer that basically summed it all up, like literally gift wrapped it for me, like, dude, you